Hey there, this is Andy Harris with Foris Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. Today I'm going to talk to you about what's been happening in the Portland real estate market. I'm going to highlight some of the top sets of information and data to really keep you informed about where we're at and where we're heading. So stick around to the end. I got some really good information and really some good news at the end here that I want to share with you. So let's dive in here. Okay. So this is all from August 2025. All the data just came out from July. Um, so the first thing here is inventory is up to its highest level in years. You can see we're at 3.7 months of inventory. That's about how many houses are in the market, how long it would take to sell those houses if no other houses came on the market based on the rate of sales right now. So if no other houses came on the market, all the houses would be sold in 3.7 months. But you can see that we hit 3.7 months in January earlier this year. But it's been, we haven't hit that level previously. Last time was quite a while ago. So anyways, this really seems to indicate a little bit, we're kind of moving a little bit more to a buyer's market. I would consider this still at a level where we're in a balanced market. We're still seeing a little bit of everything in this market. We still see multiple offers for the right properties, and we see some properties just lagging on the market and taking quite a while to sell. So again, pretty balanced. You can see that based on the last couple of years, the likelihood is that this will pick up over the next few months. I would imagine we're going to hit 4 months at some point here in the next few months. So the next thing I want to point out is home prices dropped after almost hitting all-time highs. So we were in June 2025, we hit 570. The previous all-time high was in May 2022. That was 575. So we were just off that mark. But last month, we dropped 2.6% from 570 to 555. It's a little bit bigger drop than I would have anticipated, but it's kind of what we often see in the market this time of year, which let's dive into that a little bit. This is your average and median sale price trends over the last 20 years. So I follow the median sale price trend, but what you normally see here is like January, you'll see an uptick. It hits about the middle of the year, and then it starts coming back down, and then it goes up, and then it comes down, and it goes up, and it goes. So that's the general trend. So now we're in the second half of the year. My expectation with that growing inventory, like I said here, most likely inventory is going to keep growing. As that happens, there's more houses on the market, less buyers. You would expect to see this median price start to drop towards the tail end of the year. September is usually a pretty strong month, so that is an exception where we very well could see prices go back up. And there's also a pretty interesting and important data point here. Let's look at this. Interest rates are down to the lowest level since October. We just hit this somewhat precipitous drop here where the Mortgage News Daily, this is from housingbrief.com, was at 6.55% on the average national mortgage interest rate. This is about what I'm seeing with my clients right now. So this seems about right. And you can see we were over 7.25 in what is this, about January. So we've come down about 0.75% over the course of the year, which is quite a bit. We'll see what happens if this does go down any further. Like here, October last year, we had this brief drop. So I don't know if this is going to be happening again where it's just brief and it goes back up. But this is a really interesting thing. Like last year when this happened, we definitely had a uptick in activity, which again would suggest that we'll also have an uptick in pricing. So if this comes down any further or even stays around the 6.5, I do think that that's going to be, bullish for the market and at least for sales and stuff like that. And so we might see this not peak as much. If rates do come down, any further. So this is the key thing to be keeping an eye on. Of course, it's not rocket science or anything, but if this interest rate keeps coming down, then I think we're in for more activity ahead, and maybe not as much inventory as I'm predicting, and maybe prices don't drop that much. So, anyways, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I'm here to help. And please like and subscribe and comment on the video. I would appreciate it. And anyways, I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.